morning, traders. It is 4:07 a.m. on November 19th, Thursday, and I just took a pre-market trade, a scalp, and it was with DNK, because you see, let's go back to the pre-market top gainers list. It's way down here. That doesn't really matter, because none of these are my price range. The main thing I'm looking for is volume and then price, right? So you see I hit all on the previous screen, then I organized by volume, and DNK is number 2 on the list. It has over 100,000 shares of volume trading at 4 a.m. So that's pretty good, and it's in my price range. So I took a trade on it and I recorded it so we can see. I just wasn't able to commentate over it because of the early morning hour. Now, so I started the record right after I got in on the position, and the entry didn't go perfectly as planned, and this is real day trading, the reality of day trading. I saw that volume coming in, and then after this candle had formed, the price actually gapped down on the second candle, but it looked like it was making its way back up. So and plus this chart was loading kind of weird. So anyway, but the price was running up, and once I saw the top of this candle at I think it was $5 even, or 505, something like that, I wanted to get in, and or maybe it was 5, and then the price was at 505 when I saw it, which is a nice little break over the top of that candle, and that's one of my criteria for entry. And then my stop loss would have been the low of this candle here. So a nice, fairly tight stop. Actually, that's a pretty big stop. So as soon as I hit the buy button, the price jumped, and I got filled at 510 instead of 505. So that affected my my trade quite a bit. So, and then there was some other things going on. Looks like I just hit a sell order to try to get out at that first pop, which it looked like it popped up to like 519, I think. So let's see, 515 there. Okay, yeah, so I was trying to get out for 5-cent scalp, and I got filled at my entry, so that was basically a break even. Now, what happened as soon as I hit that sell order, the beep sound that Webull makes, my volume on my computer was up way higher than normal. It was left like that from my meeting yesterday. That screwed me up because I got my wife sleeping, across the hallway and our bedroom. And now I'm thinking, oh shit, she probably heard that, it's going to wake her up. So all this stuff is happening, and these are all the things that can happen when you're day trading. That mess up your trade. So now this thing popped up to 520, which would have been a nice exit for half the shares. Of course, I only have 2 shares at this point. I think I started with 4, right? No, 3 at 510. So what's that? 1530 for the whole trade. Well, right past everything. So at this point, you see my cursor over here. I'm trying to get my mixer up and lower the volume. So this is keeping me in, keep getting these notifications. I should probably pin it to my taskbar so that doesn't happen again. And then you see there, I decided to sell the rest out because the trade was kind of falling apart at that point. So the last one I sold at 525. So that was a nice 15-cent profit, but altogether I think I only made 11 cents on it, mostly due to those fills and my, whatever, like clumsiness of the trade. I'm trying to pull it up here. Sometimes I forget to show you guys this, but yeah, it was just 11 cents. But hey, you know what? It's not a losing trade, and 1% would have been 15 cents, so I got pretty close to that. And I made a lot on DNK yesterday, so I'm just adding to the overall win. These aren't trades. These are my long-term investments that I'm experimenting with, just holding them 1 share each very long-term. So this is not a reflection of my day trading from yesterday. So anyway, that's it for my trade for this morning. I added it to my spreadsheet, so now also notice this. I'm going to do like an account update soon, but I'm changing because I changed my share size to 8% because I want to be able to take 2 trades per session if I have to, meaning like for example on DNK here, if this would have given a good second entry, I would have gotten back in, but it didn't. This looks okay, but see the volume starting to bleed off a little bit, so I don't think I would have entered there. But what I mean is that let's say that this thing ran up like that and then pulled back and did like a nice 50% retracement, or roughly 50% to about this area, and then printed a small red candle that could keep my stop loss small, then that would have been a good place to enter for the second run up. But it didn't do that, so so I didn't take a second trade, and I don't think I'm going to take another trade in the pre-market, because that's really the point of my 2 trades now, is just if I get like say a poor entry on the first one, or I get faked out and the stock pulls back sooner than I thought and then gives another run, I can get in. So the idea behind the 2 trades is just for that purpose, not to go look for something else to trade, because that could lead to a loss pretty easily. So that's it. That's my 1 trade for the day. Oh, so I added $50 yesterday to my trading account, just so that the 8% is roughly the same amount that I was trading with before, so that the actual P&Ls are comparable. And that's it. At least now I'm finally green on the week after a couple of dumb trades that I took earlier in the week, and I'm still green on the month. So I'm only trading with like $45 a day maximum usually. So keep that in mind when you look at these P&L numbers. And my win rate is really good this week. It's just I had those two really big losses. The one that I've adjusted my plan for, and the other one was just not in my plan or not in my strategy. So anyway, that's it for this morning, and I'll probably be back at the market open if there are good opportunities. So I'll see you guys then. Take care.